Yeah.
Leave his mark on a game, can't he, Kenny?
He can, and he still can push the tempo. He still can lead a team. And defensively, he's still, I would say, top of the game. You know, his shot hasn't returned the way it has probably before the MVP, but he's still a smart player and can, you know, Shaq, he can put that dagger on you.
See, Harry, what I don't like about Kenny is guards always try to protect each other.
I didn't think there was anything you didn't like about him.
I know, but one area where Rose has improved is he takes better care of the ball now. Ooh. He was real loosey-goosey with the ball. That was his weakness when he first came into the league. But now he's playing like my main man Kenny over there. You don't really have a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I never turned it over that much. I'm going to get rid of it before I turn it over.
That does it for us for now. Kevin Harlan with the call. We'll see you later.
The beautiful, dramatic setting here in Salt Lake City, Utah becomes apparent when you get a look at the aerial shot of the surroundings. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Last time these two teams met, it was the New York Knicks picking up the loss in that outing against the Utah Jazz.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
The D was absolutely awful, and the fans let them know about it at the end.
And before we get underway here, let's check over with David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Guys, he told me their primary focus of the pregame discussion was defense. He said they're dealing with a very sophisticated offense, and it's going to require an outstanding effort from his players at the defensive end to come out on top. Let's see if that's the effort they get. Guys?
Thank you, David. And for many teams, there just isn't a lot to play for at this point late in the season. Steve, what are those teams looking at as the season winds down?
Well, just playing their younger guys, taking a look at some of those guys that didn't get a lot of playing time, and just trying to see what you have for next year, who you're going to keep, who you're going to add, and who you're going to subtract.
And a motivating factor is every game is on TV, every play is on tape, and if you want to keep your career where it is, you want to advance your career, or if you want to sabotage your career, your effort will be on display.
Yes, indeed. I mean, you can't play the scoreboard, per se. You can't play your wins, losses if you're out of it. You got to just play hard all the time.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And New York, looking at who they've got. Melo and Porzingis, the two stars at the forward spots. Lee out there with Rose. And it's Hernan Gomez in at center. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Johnson outside. Kicks it to Hayward. The three. Buries the long-range jumper. Hayward's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Rose kicks to Lee. And stolen by Hood. He feeds it to Hayward. Rose with the block. Back to Hayward from past the arc. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hayward's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Jazz.
The catch-and-shoot jumper from Hayward is virtually impossible to guard. He is so quick on the draw.
Rose against Hill. Porzingis kicks to Rose. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Hayward dishes to Hill. The Jazz working the ball around now. Five on the clock. Hood kicks to Hill. From downtown. But he gets it back. Another shot. That's good on the jump shot.
Hill, a solid shooter from mid-range. Sometimes that's a shot you have to take.
Lee against Hood. Lee passes to Anthony. Here's Hernan Gomez. Lee outside. Now Rose. His last outing, he had 18 points. That one off the back iron and out.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
And the basket by Hill.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Rose kicks to Porzingis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Porzingis has got his first 2 points.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Johnson dishes to Gobert, and Hill has it in the corner. Johnson, the pass to Hayward. Johnson with a screen on Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. Hayward with the ball. Out guarded by Porzingis. Pulls it up. And Utah again with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Lee kicks to Anthony. Hill against Rose. Outside Anthony from beyond the arc. Rose can't get that one to fall. Jazz leading by 9. Johnson left side. And there's the feed to Hayward. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Porzingis. From the top of the key, he buries it. Porzingis has got his second bucket tonight. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Hill kicks to Hayward. Pass to Gobert. Feeds it to Hayward. Drains it from 17 feet out. Hayward's got 10 points in the game.
Really good shooting night for him, doing everything he can to help his team stretch this lead. When you face the Utah Jazz, the one thing you know, they have a big front line. They're an elite rebounding team, especially at the offensive end. When you face them, you got to have a team effort on the glass. The D realized their mistake just a little too late, and he made them pay for it.
Hill dishes to Johnson. Gobert the screen. Hayward from outside. Rebound by Rose. Knicks trail by 7. Inside, Hernangomez. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Johnson with a screen on Lee. Here's Hood. 11 points for him in that last game against Indiana. Outside Hill. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And I think they could hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
Oh, sure, they did a ton of things right, and they can definitely look at those as they move forward to try to avenge that loss. Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
A shot by Hayward, wide open, and it's Hayward again missing.
Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from 3.
Lee passes to Rose. Here's Hernangomez. The dish to Lee. He kicks to Anthony. With his first shot attempt, and it comes off the front of the rim. Utah leading by 5. On its way from Hayward for 2. Another miss by Utah. Outside Rose. It's stolen by Hill, and the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And Utah making a change here. Isles checked in. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Steve, we see so many former players taking over as first-time head coaches. I know you enjoy coaching your son's team. Any thought about coaching in college or pro basketball someday?
What I would love to coach at Michigan State University, my alma mater. But also, there's this other school, Kevin, I'm going to bring you on as my assistant coach. Me and you at Pepperdine in Malibu. That'll be fantastic.
How beautiful is that campus?
So those are my two places I want to coach.
We now know your priorities.
Yeah.
You now have your priorities very, very much in tune. Baker, he's checked in for New York. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. Second, the Knicks.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
So it's Utah now, leading by 5. It's stolen. He dishes it to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And Gobert, even when he gets hit, maintains his focus on the bucket and gets it to go.
For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Hayward. Burks comes in for Rodney Hood, and it's Dante Exum in for Hill. Then for the Knicks, Thomas comes in for Porzingis, and Justin Holiday subbed in for Lee. Trey Lyles drafted 12th in the 2015 draft out of Kentucky, a skilled power forward. Steve able to handle and shoot with range.
Size of a power forward, but like you said, skillful like a small forward. Being able to shoot the jump shot, also post up, it gives them a different look when he's on the floor at that 4 spot.
Another miss by Utah.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Holiday. To the inside. O'Quinn, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. Boris Diaz checked in for the Jazz.
And, you know, it's been a long time coming to be able to say this, but I'm starting to sense some hope and optimism with this Knicks basketball team. I mean, they're in a good spot financially. They're going to have flexibility in terms of filling out that roster. And then you've got a core of young talent that is exciting the fan base in which you can build around.
Knicks trail by 5. Anthony, the pass to Baker. Dishes it to Holiday. Outside Anthony. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4. And for the Knicks and their positive outlook, when New York has a Knicks team that they love, that can capture the hearts of the entire city.
And you have some of the most diehard fans in the world wearing Knick colors. There's no doubt about it. You can see the team also has improved the ball movement and the team play in the last couple of seasons. Knicks are starting to become a team that is exciting to watch, win or lose.
You know they like to get a lot of shot opportunities from in that close.
There's Baker. The pass to O'Quinn. Thomas a screen. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Johnson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Jazz leading by 5. Diaw, the screen. Here's Ingles. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Burks kicks to Lyles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Outside Anthony. Inside. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And motivation is such a key component for being a successful coach. Steve, how hard is it, you think, for a coach to consistently connect with this team over the course of the season and a lot of times deliver the same message over and over again?
You know, it's hard. You got to be creative. And I think also you got to build the right culture where guys buy in. But they have to buy into what you're selling. You got to be true to who you are, great character and great trust. And also you can't waver. When the coaches start wavering, players start to see that and feel that.
They know it, don't they?
And it goes south.
They smell blood. They know that a coach is not standing on a solid foundation.
Right.
And everyone knows that the Knicks have been committed to the triangle offense. Not the easiest offense to run or learn, Greg Anthony, but they are staying with it.
And I think for the foreseeable future, that is going to be the plan. I mean, their roster can work with it, but it hasn't been easy thus far. You wonder if the offense has simply fallen out of favor due to the up-tempo nature of the modern NBA.
So it's Utah now after New York gets the three. Diaw, the screen. Pass to Burks. Puts up a three, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound. New York's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. And Holiday kicks to Thomas. New York moving it around. That gives them the lead. 6 points for him.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Back to Exum. Pass to Wiles. Kicks it to Burks. Will it go? He can't get it to go. The Knicks go the other way with it. Pass to Baker. And Holiday has it in the corner. The pass to Kuzminskis. Offensive rebound. And it's blocked. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Diaw with a wide open look. But they'll get another chance. Exum passes to Wiles. And Diaw kicks to Burks. Back to Diaw. Diaw, the screen. At the top of the key, Ingles. Here's Wiles. Knicks with the rebound.
The defense knows he loves that in-between area and closed out fast.
All right, a chance to see stats for O'Quinn. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up 6 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
Utah trailing here. They set the pick. Here's Burks. Another miss by Utah. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Passes it to Kuzminskis. Over to the left wing. Right side, Thomas. Pass to Baker. Here's Kuzminskis. The Knicks rebound. O'Quinn. That one doesn't go.
I like the aggressiveness, but against that type of defensive pressure, he's out of his element.
And here's Burks. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. He feeds it to Exum. From deep. Got the shot! He
just
caught it!
No better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
Yeah. And you see his teammates love it. They love it.
3 points at the buzzer.
How in the world did he get that one to go?
And catching up with Porzingis, he spoke with us about his rude introduction to the NBA.
Definitely wasn't a good feeling when you get booed at the draft. But with all the hard work I did and all the sacrifices and all the stuff that was going on, and I pushed through it, and I was able to win the fans over.
Yeah, Knicks fans really gave it to Porzingis, and most of them hadn't even seen him play.
And it was unfair, but that's sports. You know, who knows? Maybe it motivated him to prove people wrong. He's been tougher than a lot of people thought. And that's, you got to tip your hat to him.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Because this is a team full of sharp shooters whose eyes light up when given the opportunity to shine, and they are really knocking them down right now.
On the court for the Knicks, Porzingis is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. Rose is out there with Lee, and it's Thomas in at the 3 slot. New York trailing. The feed to Rose. Pick by Lee. Porzingis sets the pick for Rose. To the middle. It's tipped. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Pushing it up. Shot's good by Lyles. Lyles got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Jazz. Rose dishes to O'Quinn. Lee kicks to Porzingis. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Lyles. Hayward outside. Gobert the screen. And a wide open look for Hood. And the 3 off target. A tight game here in Utah. Thomas kicks to Porzingis. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gobert with a screen on Rose. The drive by Hill. Here's Lyles. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Utah has turned a corner, establishing its identity under Quinn Snyder as a youthful, defensive-minded team. Coach Snyder said, "Our players have gotten better. Our team has gotten better." There was a connectivity and a defensive mindset that was bubbling beneath the surface. The habits were there. The intensity was there. Things have just clicked. Kevin?
All right, D.A., they're on the rise. Lee kicks to O'Quinn. To the paint, here's Thomas. Soft touch off the glass. Thomas got his first points in this one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lyles kicks to Hood. Jazz passing it around. Outside Hill. On its way from Hayward for 2. And Lee pulls it down. Knicks trail by 3. Over in the corner, Rose. Six on the shot clock. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
Derrick Rose is a guard, but he dunked that one like a big fella.
For Utah, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Derrick Rose still trying his best to be a healthy player in the NBA. Injuries certainly, Steve, have played a factor in all his seasons since 2012. Hard for him, it seems, at times to get a rhythm, losing so much time.
It is, and a rhythm is what you have to have when you're shooting the basketball. A lot of his time off is used to rehab that knee. And then now you get a chance to get the knee 100%. Now you have to play basketball. So for him doing both at the same time, it's been hard.
Porzingis can't hit. Utah has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Hood, the pass to Hill. Here's the screen. The pass to Lyles. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Knicks shooting here about 46% for the game. Lee kicks to Porzingis. Screen by Porzingis. Rose can't get that one to fall. Utah leading. Hood with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Gobert the screen. Hill dishes to Gobert. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 4 assists now tonight.
And when Gobert cuts like that, it's over for the defense. For a big man, his mobility is unreal.
Now here's Thomas. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Rose passes to O'Quinn. Gobert with the block. The dive for the ball. Utah leading by 3. Now here is Hill. He's coming off a 16-point game against Indiana.
He really did an outstanding job setting up his teammates as well. The defense could not figure out where the ball was going to go next.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hood. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
Well, you have Rodney Hood, player coming out of Duke that can shoot the basketball lights out. I've always been impressed with him, and now he's been able to run the offense as a secondary ball handler.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Dan Hood out of Duke is a lefty. Pretty crafty with the ball in his hands. And he can score in isolation.
The lefty does a nice job. He comes off pick and rolls deceptively quick. He can get to the rim or he can pull up, and usually it's a bucket.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. Both free throws good from Hood.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8". Really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
Passes to Hernan Gomez. Screen by Porzingis. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. When you watch Porzingis play out there on the floor, he is just pure excitement. On either end of the floor, you have to expect the unexpected. And watch Greg for big plays because he has been delivering.
He comes up with what I call momentum plays more often than not. The pitching for the huge putback dunk or the block. His style of play is why he became so popular so quickly. And one thing about Kristaps Porzingis, you know he can overcome adversity. I mean, he was booed heavily on draft day for not being the selection the fans wanted. And you know what? Didn't let it bother him and didn't take it personal. All he did was go out and win over every fan of the New York Knicks imaginable, and he made a few more. Just a spectacular rookie campaign. And I just tell you guys, the sky is the limit for this young man.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That is his first foul of the game. Knicks trail by 4. And for Porzingis getting booed on draft day, that can leave a sour taste in a lot of players' mouths, but he understood it, and he just uses it as motivation.
Kevin, give him credit. A lot of players may let that distract them or detract from who they are, but not Porzingis. That exciting play, though, quickly won over any critics he may have had.
Rose, that's good.
It's nice to see Derrick Rose still continue to work on his jump shot. When he's hitting that, it makes his team all the more dangerous.
Now Johnson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Gobert, the screen. Hood against Anthony. Fires from deep. But they get it back. Here's Johnson. Hayward from outside. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Let's now pause and take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Knicks.
And the front line carrying the load offensively. They always say reward the big men. And credit the guards for getting them the ball and enabling these guys to fill it up.
That free throw missing. And Smitty, you were just starting in the league when NBA basketball games were becoming what they are today in the 90s. The popularity of the game has just increased so substantially. Was it strange to see yourself being portrayed in video games as we see now, and how did you react to it?
Very humbling, Kevin, to get a chance to see yourself Your name being called in the video game. But what I did like, Kevin, I was so skinny. And the video game had me looking buff with muscles and everything. So I like that.
You look pretty good right now.
Yeah, that's because you're my friend.
Now, here's Exum. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Ingles. And a miss there on the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
For New York, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Back to Exum. Nice ball movement by Utah. Diaw, the screen. Tries to snap the cold streak, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Diaw's got 5 now. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Dante Exum, the 5th overall pick in 2014. Very excited to watch him in his 2nd season, but he missed the entire season with an ACL. Nice to see him back in action.
Here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been in a groove from the free throw line since the All-Star break. Second, the Knicks.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
Here's Baker. And Exum with great size at point guard, Steve. He's at 6'6", like you.
6'6", with a tremendous first step. Not like me. I love the way he attacks the basket.
Now here's Anthony. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Looking here at some numbers for Carmelo Anthony. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's averaging 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Burks kicks to Diaw. Back to Burks. 13 feet away. Excellent D there from Holiday.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Good on the three-point shot. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
A shot by Johnson, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Baker passes to Holiday. The 11-footer, and Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
You can't anticipate anything with him because his playmaking is so unpredictable.
Feeds it to Burks. The dish now to Johnson. He kicks it to Exum. Back to Johnson. It's tipped. Here's Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Holiday. Fires from 14. The rebound by Johnson. Jazz trail by 4. Kicks to Exum. Dishes it to Ingles. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
That's just terrific ball movement to get his teammate a wide open shot.
New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the 2nd quarter so far. Outside Holiday. Puts it up from 12. But they'll get another chance. Anthony in the corner. They set the screen. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Kuzminskis. He's got 9. from downtown. Hits it from three-point range. 12 points for him.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
The feed to Johnson. Johnson the screen. Here's Ingles. And off the prior, and in it goes. Ingles has got 4 this quarter. 1:19 left in the second quarter. Pass to Baker. And here's Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. Clock is at 3. It's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Jazz trail by 3. Burks dishes to Exum. There's the triple. And Diaw gets it to go. The assist by Exum. Diaw's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Total collapse on defense there. You can't let a good shooter like him get a clear look at the basket from outside.
And it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. And it's 6 points for Carmelo Anthony. Exum kicks to Johnson. Back to Exum. The pass to Johnson. Diaw, the screen. Here's Exum. Diaw can't hit.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Wow, embarrassing error in judgment. Gives up the possession without a fight.
The Knicks making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Utah trailing here. Exum with it. Johnson the screen. Here's Burks. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
No panic at all when the shot clock is ticking down. Handled it just like any other shot.
Tie game in Utah. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. 1 half completed. Let's break it down. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. And, Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Aggressive. I called them up earlier. I like it. They're taking it hard to the rack, dictating the pace, setting the physical tone. You're not going to get that by launching threes all night. Everybody knows that.
That'll do it for now. Second half coming up. We'll see you after the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. Really a sight to see when you get that kind of perspective from above. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Porzingis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
Yeah, the change has to be double teaming him. Single coverage will not get it done.
New York shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And the Jazz 3 seasons ago were the worst defensive team in the NBA. Last season, they were top 7. I mean, an unbelievable turnaround. But how have they engineered this dramatic defensive turnaround?
Well, give Coach Quinn Snyder a lot of credit, but also understand Rudy Gobert at the defensive end. He makes up a lot of their mistakes. It's becoming their identity.
A tall wing pair with Hood at the 2 and Hayward at the small forward. Rudy Gobert is out there with Johnson. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Hill's gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. Lee kicks to Anthony. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Hayward with some nice D. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Gobert the screen. That's a 2 from Hood. Derrick Rose grabs the miss.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Anthony kicks to Rose. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Feeds it to Anthony. 6 to shoot. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Utah shooting a meager 37% for the game. Jazz passing it around. And Hill has it in the corner. To the inside. Stolen by Rose. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And you have to give credit to Derrick Rose. He has improved a great deal in his ability to reduce mistakes in his ball handling. Always has had, Steve, great handling, but now he is just avoiding bad situations, it seems.
You know, at times when you have that experience, you play for a while, the game slows down. And I think for Derrick Rose, he's getting a chance to see the game at a speed that he's so comfortable, knowing that he needs teammates to win basketball games, and he is doing a nice job of not turning it over.
Gobert the screen. Back to Johnson. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's the shot they were looking for. After 3 straight misses coming out of the break, let's see if that sparks a rally.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, the Utah Jazz is one of the up-and-coming teams in the West, and it was a system-wide commitment to young players. The younger teams tend to struggle, but head coach Quinn Snyder said he's committed to letting his players learn through their mistakes. He said it may be painful at times, but that's how we get better. In a lot of things, the only way to learn is through experience. Guys,
they're catching on quickly, thanks, D.A. Here's Hood after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Got freed up, nice work off the pick. Hill's got 8 points.
Floor spacing is so crucial. That's something that George Hill definitely brings to the table.
The dish to Lee. He feeds it to Carmelo. Fires from the wing. And it's Anthony again missing.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Those types of shots are low quality. You're not going to win too many friends on that one.
It's stolen by Anthony. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Trey Lyles checked in for Joe Johnson. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for New York. Thomas comes in for Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Outside Rose, screened by Lee. Rose passes to Porzingis. Hill against Rose. O'Quinn. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. O'Quinn's got his second basket of the game.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
There's the pick. Hayward kicks to Hood. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 7 rebounds in the game. Rose gets a wide open look. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got his 3rd rebound on the night. Now here is Hill. 8 points for him. Hill sets the screen for Hayward. Inside, out to Hood. Shot clock at 5. Hood on the wing. Hayward outside. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
Lee kicks to Rose. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
Hood hits the bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Thomas. Back to Lee. Fires, high post. Utah with the rebound. Lyles got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Hill. Pass to Lyles. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 6 assists here tonight.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Lee kicks to Porzingis. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Clearly a foul.
5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3. That free throw good from Porzingis. And, you know, Steve, you ask around the league, when it comes to home court advantage, the Jazz have one of the best in the NBA.
A very passionate crowd, very loud and dedicated. And, of course, the altitude plays a factor, too. Second highest in the league after Denver. And for visiting teams, you get winded much quicker.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Utah's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. And Gobert kicks to Hill. Gobert, the screen. Outside Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Corner shot. Porzingis with the block. Again missing Hill. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to Indiana.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me, more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
They weren't patient enough to try to find the most wide-open shot on every three-pointer. That's why they missed so many.
Now, here is Hill, following the miss by Porzingis. Down low, they get a hand on it. And O'Quinn sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. A different look for Utah. Boris Diaz checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Burks in for Hood. So here's Burks. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. The Jazz again can't hit it.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Now here's Rose. Thomas kicks to O'Quinn. Intercepted. Hill drives in for 3. Diaw. The shot misses. So New York will take it the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Burks kicks to Diaw. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And the Jazz making a change here. Exum's checked in, and New York with a change here too. Justin Holiday's checked in for Courtney Lee. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Kuzminskis. He kicks it to Rose. He dishes it to Thomas. Shoots. And there's Rose on the assist by Thomas. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Rose always looking for his offense, and why not? He can put up points in a hurry.
Now Exum kicks it to Ingles. Shot off the screen, but they recover it. Trying his luck deep, bangs home the trifecta. And that's now 6 points for Dante Exum.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Option 1, 2, and 3 is to shoot the 3 ball, and they are shooting them from everywhere.
Here's Kuzminskis. He's got 12. Clock at 6. Rose up on top. Burks covering. The putback kept alive by New York. Rose dishes to Thomas. Now the pass to Kuzminskis. There's the feed to Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
If you're trying to figure out why these guys can't catch up, his inconsistent shooting is a good place to start.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now a 7-point Jazz lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Kuzminskis. They set the pick. Thomas passes to Kuzminskis. Thomas kicks to Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
Look, I know he wants to put the team on his back, carry them across the finish line, but it's all about getting a high percentage shot.
Dishes it to Ingles. Burks in the corner. Pass to Wiles. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Wiles got the lead up to 9 now for the Jazz. Rose dishes to Thomas. Here's Kuzminskis. He's got 12. Right side Rose to stop the run. Tries again. Exum pulls it in.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
That will be in his head. The next time he comes down the lane, he'll have thoughts about that one.
Here's Exum following the score by New York. Feeds it to Diaw. Diaw with a screen on Rose. Ingles passes to Diaw. Nice ball movement by Utah. Now here's Burks. Defense right on him, and he gets it to go. And the Jazz lead by 9.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
New York calls timeout. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. We'll look at Cleveland. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And of course, there's the Knicks. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And right now for the Knicks, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
Here's the dish to Burks. He feeds it to Johnson. Exum kicks to Johnson. Here's Diaw, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
1:07 left to play in the third. Pass to Holiday. He kicks to Anthony. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Anthony's got 9 points here in the second half. Jazz leading by 7. Exum kicks to Johnson. Now the feed to Burks. He dishes it to Johnson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
That has to be the plan. Let's see if they recognize it.
Shoots from the baseline, and again it's New York. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Here's Ingles. Off target with the open look. Outside Holiday. Outside Anthony. Beyond the arc. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz lead by 5. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Jazz leading by 5. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Melo and Porzingis, the 2 stars at the forward spots. Lee out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5 down low. Now here's Johnson. Hayward's got space. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Hayward's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Jazz. Hill against Rose. High arcing shot. The shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. Hill against Rose. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert the screen. 4 on the clock. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Almost got to that shot in time. Just a split second late there. Caught it just barely on its way down.
And that one misses.
We always talk about Rudy Gobert's defensive impact, but now on the offensive end, he is never going to be a post scorer, but rolling to the rim, he has good hands and plays above the rim offensively.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And Gobert in that Tyson Chandler mold, Steve. Don't you think you can just see him driving inside and trying to go to the rim? You just can't let him do that.
No, you can't, because when he catches it, he's so long, he can dunk the basketball. But I like that he's adding a little touch around the basket now.
And he's good on the second.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now here is Hill. Kicks it to Hood. It's back to Hill. And again, it's Utah.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
They're beginning to put it all together, in my opinion, and take control of this game.
Here's Rose. Looking to get it going. Gobert with the block.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
Here's Hood. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
Well, his team is winning. I think he wants to help seal the deal, but maybe shooting the basketball right now may not be the best way to get it done.
Jazz leading by 10. And here is Hill. On its way from Hayward for 2. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 7th assist in the game.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Exactly what he's trying to do. Take an opponent that's struggling to keep pace and just put them further in the rearview mirror.
And Anthony gets it to go.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
You know what? He doesn't get worn down coming off a big game. It just builds him up even more.
Now here's Johnson. Hayward can't hit.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Outside Rose. The pass to Hernan Gomez. Rose with the ball. From deep. And it's Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Okay, his shot isn't there tonight. It's a major reason why they're behind. He needs to start sharing the basketball.
New York calls timeout. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
This is just one of those nights where he decided to take control of this game. He's been scoring at will no matter who he's matched up against. They need to figure out how to force him into tougher, lower percentage attempts.
Trey Lyles checked in for Joe Johnson. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek said to his team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. Play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Now here's Anthony. Here's Porzingis. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
He knew he had a matchup he wanted, and he did a great job rising up and knocking his shot down with ease.
Gobert, the screen. Here's Lyles. Pass to Hood. Here's Lyles. Covered by Lee. Hayward kicks to Hood. Porzingis with the block. Anthony dishes to Rose. Pass to Lee. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Anthony. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Anthony's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks. There's the pick. Hill passes to Gobert. It's back to Hill. Rose with the block. Here's Hernan Gomez. Puts it up from 12. A shot off that time. Excellent D there from Hill.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
Outside Rose. Screened by Porzingis. shoots. Rose with another miss.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
You know, offense is about rhythm. He has lacked rhythm in this entire quarter.
Now here's Porzingis. After Gordon Hayward's miss, he hits good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Rose.
And Rose has shown himself capable of knocking down that three when he's got some daylight.
They set the screen. On its way from Hayward for 2. Will not go. This is off the front iron. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
2 shots. Foul. 2.
Thomas checked in for Porzingis. The first free throw is good.
When you start talking about experience, you talk about Coach Snyder. He coached at the college level, the minor league level, overseas, and now in the NBA. He brings a lot of experience to this game for the Utah Jazz.
So he gets them both. And Quinn Snyder, a former point guard at Duke and a lot of stops in his coaching career, he's learned under some greats.
Yeah, this is his coaching tree that he's learned under. Coach K, Greg Popovich, Mike D'Antoni, just to name a few. His experience learning so many different systems has bode well for him.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Lee kicks to Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. Lee against Hood. Lee gets the bucket.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
This was all sparked by their defense. They got some stops, and they did it in a hurry.
Now here's Hood. They grab their own miss, and the shot goes in. And that's 11 points for Rudy Gobert.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Anthony dishes to Lee. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
How they let that happen, that is beyond me. Where is the fight? No easy baskets. Has to be their mentality on defense right now.
Gobert the pass to Hayward. Good on the wing. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Hernangomez.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here is Hill. Hayward, left side. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Hayward is just automatic from the mid-range area. Can't let him get comfortable from there.
Anthony with the screen on Hayward. Here's Rose. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. This is to Hill. Back to Hayward. Feeds it to Hill. They set the pick. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by Hayward. Knicks trail by 3. Deep 2 from Anthony. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Gobert, the screen. Here's Lyles. The dish to Hayward. There's the 3. And it's Hayward again missing.
In this second half, the defense have been baiting him to shoot the 3. And we're seeing why.
Rose kicks to Lee. Anthony, the pass to Hernangomez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
And the first one drops. The Jazz making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. O'Quinn's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Utah leading. Johnson the screen. Johnson sends the screen for Hill. Hayward outside. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing, and right through it goes. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Hayward's team looks to him to score in these situations. Just a gutsy player who takes these challenges head on.
New York moving the ball around. A baseline J. He can't hit that time. And Utah the other way now. He feeds it to Hill. Outside Hood. He kicks it to Hill. Hayward outside. To the paint. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
You can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
That was a risky pass. Poor decision, really. Fortunately, they didn't lose the possession.
Shot from the inbound. Excellent D there from Anthony.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. 2 great competitors. Defense took it.
Outside Rose. Pass to Carmelo. There's a screen. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists tonight.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
Time now for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Porzingis. David.
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Knicks head athletic trainer. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a grade 1 sprained ankle. And if he were to be out with an injury now, it would really hurt this team, Kevin, because they count on him to do so many things.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. Porzingis, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. The shot's good. 14 points for Derrick Rose.
The leadership role of Derrick Rose, taking the responsibility of a big possession right there. Put everything on his shoulders.
Hayward outside. The feed now to Hill. He dishes it to Hood. And hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track.
What poise by Hood, calmly draining the shot at a crucial time.
Rose kicks to Anthony. And Anthony gets double teamed. Courtney Lee is on the wing. Over in the corner, Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Misses off the left iron. Plenty of drama in this one so far.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it isn't decided until the final buzzer.
Anthony in the corner, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Here's Hayward. Sinks it.
Whenever games get close, Hayward is the guy they look for to score the rock. He takes this responsibility very seriously.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. We've got 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Hernan Gomez. From deep, Rose. Gobert pulls it in. And now we've got the intentional foul. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there. That brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
New York calls timeout. They're losing by 7. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in.
It's a stretch for sure to say they can come back, but it all starts with executing out of the timeout. Let's see what he draws up here.
There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Baker. Knocks down the trifecta. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
The point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, is a rare physical specimen. Reason why he has great length at that point guard position. Great size.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
They need to work on getting a clean, quality look from the perimeter here. That should be their focus.
Rose dishes to Anthony. He tries for 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Utah with the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, very nice win for you guys tonight.
You know, just proud of the way we fought. We thought we shared the basketball pretty well tonight. Played pretty solid defense as well. Got the win. So.
Great effort tonight, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, seen here. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Rudy Gobert. And in what seems like the same old for him, he scored yet another double-double. Talk about Mr. Dependable. This guy had it going.
As efficient and offensive performance as you're ever going to see, and I mean ever. I don't care where your shot's coming from. You're not supposed to shoot that high of a percentage. Did he miss? I don't think he missed.
Rudy Gobert is a game changer, guys. He had a major effect on this game. First and foremost, his length causes so many problems at both ends of the floor. He's developed into one of the NBA's towers of terror.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew. All 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Yes.
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.